Hello friends, this is Aseret Milah. Welcome to another segment of Walk in Your Destiny. Today we will focus on overcoming the fear of rejection by becoming your own master. I would like to start this segment out with a quote. Watch your thoughts, they become words. Watch your words, they become actions. Watch your actions, they become habits. Watch your habits, they become character. Watch your character, for it becomes your destiny. That's by Chinese philosopher Lao Tzu. The first part of this segment I will share with what a fear of rejection looks like. And in the second part, I will talk about how to overcome the fear of rejection by becoming your own master. Let's face it, rejection hurts. Whether you've experienced it a lot or only once or twice in your life, it can easily lead to a deep anxiety about future rejection. As a result, there are certain behaviors that are associated with a fear of rejection. Some of these behaviors that are associated with fear of rejection include phoniness. You live your life behind a mask, putting on a facade to hide who you really are. This is a way of protection from rejection for some people. Another behavior is people pleasing. I don't know about you, but I know several people who have this behavior. Never saying no, agreeing with everything someone says, allowing yourself to be used, whether financially, emotionally, and even physically. Always footing the bill. Putting others' feelings before your own so they will like you. And passiveness is another behavior. Never defending yourself and avoiding confrontation so as not to ruffle feathers. Fear of rejection becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. And this is because the low self-esteem associated with fear of rejection makes it more likely for you to be rejected. Because nobody wants to be around someone who thinks the world is against them. Now that we know what fear of rejection looks like, let's see how to overcome it. We do this by becoming a master of self. Well, how do we become a master of self? Well, one way, a master of self is full of optimism. Success can only come through positive thinking. Our thoughts determine how we react to circumstances. If you are a pessimistic person, you will fall apart at the first sign of trouble. Your mind will always revert to the worst case scenario, which causes stress and worry. As a master of self, you need to create a vision for yourself. A clear vision will serve you in whatever areas you're seeking growth and improvement. You also have to have perseverance. Total commitment to your goal no matter what comes your way. Lasting transformation doesn't happen overnight. It requires consistent practice. As a master of self, you have to walk in confidence. This means that you're very sure of yourself and your abilities. When you are confident, you will not seek the acceptance of others. Confidence means that you have an appreciation of your own abilities. Also, as a master of self, you will have wisdom. This is another attribute. You will have good judgment. You won't fall for every wind and doctrine. You won't be easily manipulated by people who do not have your best interest at heart. A great example of becoming your own master is a movie from 1985 called The Last Dragon. Now, the movie was produced by Berry Gordy, the founder of Motown, and it follows a martial artist named Leroy Green. In the movie, he was nicknamed Bruce Leroy because of his dreams of becoming a great martial artist like his idol, Bruce Lee. Leroy's master in the film explains that he has reached the final level of martial arts accomplishment known as the Last Dragon. A true martial arts master would exhibit the glow over his entire body when he reaches that level. So Leroy embarks upon a spiritual journey to find the master that can help him unlock the power of the glow. In summary, after Leroy has searched and faced various battles with another martial artist named Shonuff, he realizes that everything he needed to achieve the final level was within him all along. And after Shonuff asked Leroy several times while dunking his head in a barrel of water, "Who is the master?" Leroy finally responded, "I am the master." And his body was in the golden light of the glow. When you become a master of self, you no longer look outside of yourself for answers. In that film that I just talked about, Leroy searched for a master teacher to show him how to exhibit the glow. But it wasn't until he finally searched within that he recognized that true power. See, when you become a master of self, you don't fear rejection because you realize the power that you have within you. A master of self is extraordinary and unstoppable. A master of self is an overcomer, more than a conqueror. A person with a fear of rejection has a victim mindset. A person who is a master of self has a victorious mindset. I challenge you to become a master of self by controlling your thoughts. Think positively about yourself. One of the things that I do every morning before I start my day is speak positively to myself. I tell myself that I am great and I am exceptional. I am strong. And I believe with my whole self that this is true. I know it to be true. You have to know that you know that you know that you are special. If you don't believe it, nobody else will. That's all for now, my friends. Again, this is Aseret Milah. Thank you for tuning in to Walk in Your Destiny. Until next time.